felt like coming home to me. Half the reason I love perfume is being able to come up to the bottle and smell it like this. A creamy mouthfeel. Oh man. It has some florals without being too floral. Tastes change and evolve. This is a challenge. Other perfume enthusiasts ass. Hey you guys, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Charlotte. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have what I think is probably an exciting video for you today. We love these kinds of videos, don't we? And on the creator side, this is a lot of pressure because I have a lot of perfumes and I love all my perfumes. I love most of the perfumes I have, and this is quite, this is a challenge. It's a challenge. So the challenge is 10 fragrances for life. If I had to pick just 10 out of my collection. Now, this is not a new idea or a new video. It's been making the rounds. I don't know who first did this. I feel like I'm the last person who's doing this actually. I did release, when I first started back up on YouTube, a top 20 perfumes of 2020, and that video is now old to me because my tastes have not changed or evolved necessarily, but the times have changed. I remember when I made that video, I was like right in the middle of winter and I could only stomach really heavy winter fragrances. And I even said it in the video that like these are my top 20 of right now. And because I had so many new perfumes in my collection that year, I kind of put my OGs on the back burner, if you know what I mean. So now, a few months later, I kind of wanted to do this again, and this is something that I want to do regularly because, to be honest, my tastes are always changing. I'm always kind of refining my tastes, and I really enjoy seeing other perfume enthusiasts ass. I really enjoy seeing other people's perfumes tastes change and evolve, and I like being taken on that journey with them. You're already on mine, so I'm gonna share this with you, my updated 10 for life. This is not gonna be in any particular order because that would just be, that's just pushing it, okay? Maybe I'll do that at the end of 2021, but right now it's just a lot to ask for me to narrow it down to 10. I don't have a goal of only having 10 perfumes. I'm not a minimalist. I would like to be more, but realistically, perfume is not something that I want to only have 10 of. It's so strange to say this, right? Because it's excessive. Of course it's excessive, but it's my hobby, it's my passion, it's my obsession. It doesn't make sense for me to limit myself in it. Anyway, that's another video, right? I'm having one of those days, those overthinking days where I can't just, it took a lot for me to get on camera. Remember, no particular order. Let's get right into it. Number 1, we are gonna go with Olympea. Olympea, your salty, beachy vanilla with a lot of white florals and salt and vanilla. This is a edible, salty, floral vanilla. I was hesitating between this one and the intense version, and this one and Pure Excess by Paco Rabanne too, because I could easily go with all three, but this is the most versatile. Of the three, this is the most versatile. This could be a signature scent, and if I was not a perfumeaholic, I would definitely consider this as a signature scent all year round. But because I am a fragrance weirdo, as we like to say, as I've said before, I like to reserve it for the summer months and reserve my Olympea Intense for the winter. But this is scrumptious, delicious, and if I had to pick just one for life, it would be this one, Olympea. Yes. Next up, we have one that just goes to show sometimes you just have to wait it out. You gotta try it in different kinds of weather, different times, different moods, different situations, different contexts, and that is Mancera's Instant Crush. And this one is potent. This is potent. And if you're not ready for it, you could almost think this was like, you could almost be like, whoa, is that motor oil or gasoline? I'm serious. I was actually kind of shocked the first time I smelled it, and I was kind of like, wow, did I just make a terrible mistake? And no, I did not though. This is fantastic. This is amazing. This is a warm, ambery vanilla, extremely unisex, confident, bold, spicy, warm, spicy, sexy, warm, spicy, amber, vanilla, saffron. Oh, I love it. Definitely more of a powerhouse than all of the Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes out there, and I only mention that because a lot of people consider this to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge. Next up, we have another one that took me a while to love, but now it is, and by the way, this was my criteria for all of these, was basically like I would feel like I had to go and rebuy it, and I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I have to repurchase most fragrances. Most fragrances I feel like I'm good if I experience it once and I have memories attached to it and I really get to know it. There's so many fragrances out in the world that usually I'm eager to try a new one, but these are ones that I want to always have with me. So the next one we have is by the House of Mugler, and it is Angel Muse, the Eau de Toilette, and I have tested out the Eau de Parfum. I wasn't sure if I would have preferred that one or if maybe I needed that one too. Maybe I do one day, who knows? But for now, this is my favorite one. Yeah, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it out there. There are similar-ish scents that give similar vibes, like Rihanna, Rebelle, and what other one? I forget. But anyway, that one has the warm, spicy cacao scent to it, but it does not have this really, really avant-garde, beautiful, edgy, audacious combination of passion fruit and chocolatey patchouli. I'm so amazed at how drastically my feelings for this have changed. What used to be so jarring and almost disappointing is completely addictive, and absolutely love it. I think that you can wear this almost year round. I think the only time that I would maybe not wear this is in the summer, and once upon a time I would have thought you could only wear this in winter. Now I feel like you could wear it fall, winter, spring. Maybe not summer though. But my goodness, so good. So good. Not everyone will love this though. This is a difficult patchouli scent to like for some, but I find it absolutely beautiful. I find it very unique in my collection, excellent quality, and yeah, really, really amazing fragrance. Love this one. Next up, we have another one that's relatively new in my collection and that I was kind of on the edge. I wasn't sure if this was going to make the cut, but it just seems like a very practical scent in the context of my 10 fragrance collection here, okay? And I do love it, and I love how versatile it is, and that is a criteria for the 10 fragrances, is how versatile they are, because I don't want to feel like I can only wear fragrances for a certain season if I have less choice. I want to be able to have as much choice as I want, as I need all the time, and 10 is limited, you guys. 10 is limited at this point. Okay, so Dolce & Gabanna, the Only One Intense, over here, and oh man, this is just everything that I love in a perfume. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's feminine, it has some florals without being too floral, some muskiness. I love that this is a coconut scent that is not just loud coconut, because I don't really like coconut that much. I like coconut when it acts as a supporting player, supporting ingredient to add a creamy mouthfeel or a tropical element to a fragrance, but I don't like when it reads as coconut. And this is exactly that, meaning it doesn't read as just coconut, which is what I love. The coconut just really beautifully fleshes out and rounds out the white florals in this for me. And I love it. I love it so much. And this is one of those rare summer scents that can hold its weight, that can carry you through the fall and winter as well. And I think that that's pretty impressive. Yeah, this is definitely in the summer, this is something I would wear at night. It's a very sexy summer night perfume. Not necessarily in the full-on blasting heat of the day, okay? But definitely a great versatile scent to wear year-round. The only one, Dolce & Gabbana. The only one, intense. The next one that I have to show you is one that is that is my baby. It's my baby in my collection. It is not this actual bottle, but this fragrance. This fragrance is very dear to me, and it is Armani's Lei, or She Lei. And this is just a beautiful floral, woody musk, vanilla, powdery, almond, heliotrope, sandalwood, everything I love in a scent. It even has some pineapple at the top. I think there's some iris as well. The only thing I don't like about this is that they sometimes discontinue it. They did it and it freaked me out for a little while, but it's back. And also the bottle, because you can't tell how much is left inside it, and like half the reason I love perfume is being able to come up to the bottle, take the cap off, and smell it like this, and you cannot do this with this. So I can smell it a little bit like this, but it's not at all satisfying. I actually have to spray it, which is, you know, I love spraying my perfumes, but a lot of my perfumes I smell from the cap before spraying, and that's how I know whether I want to smell like that or not that day. And I can't do that with this. So sometimes I don't reach for it just because I'm like, two reasons. There's not a lot left and I'm trying to save it, and I'm always in this like fear that it's going to discontinue, which is such a silly fear, I know, but I have very strong memories attached to this fragrance. This is something, yeah, it means a lot to me. It does, it means a lot to me. This is absolutely signature scent worthy. I would wear this year round. It's beautiful, and even though I've said in the past that it is very similar to Women's Secret, Mon Secret, and Armani, and Yves Saint Laurent Manifesto, this is better. This is better than both of those. I definitely prefer, like, this is better than Manifesto. Manifesto is more linear, less complex, less interesting. This one is just my favorite. And I hope they never discontinue it. Next up, we have another one of my favorites, of course, and it is Hypnotic Poison by Christian Dior. This is just effortless. This is just an easy love at first sniff for me. And I think it's an easy love at first sniff for a lot of people. It's hard not to like unless you are someone who doesn't like what some people call a Play-Doh note. So something that smells a little bit like Play-Doh, which I do get, but to me that's fine. I like Play-Doh. I like the Play-Doh smell, and it's not just Play-Doh. I get it though. Like right now, I'm like, if I think of Play-Doh, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. But that's not what I think when I smell it. I'm just smelling like powdery, sweet, coconutty, vanilla, creamy. It has a very enveloping sort of warm sweater blanket sort of feeling to it, and you will notice actually that most of the scents I have in here are kind of like that, I think. And yeah, it's timeless, it's beautiful, it's so feminine, it's so classy. I feel like I could wear this going out. I feel like I could wear this just with a jeans and t-shirt, any occasion. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And yeah, next up we have by the house of Ellie Saab, and this is Girl of Now. And Girl of Now is my super gourmand, intoxicating scent. This is just delicious. It's absolutely delicious. I can't tell whether I prefer this one or the Shine, but I just picked the original because the original. Just gonna go with the original because I love the original. It's the first one I fell in love with. But the other flankers are equally as beautiful. Yeah, just super sweet, almondy, creamy. I think what makes it kind of interesting is the pistachio in here too. It's so yummy. Yeah. And there's enough citrus in there to balance it out and round it out. I love it. This is just a very, very easy reach for me. This is just a solid staple in my collection. I love it and I can't see myself without it. Okay, we have 3 scents left. I'm going to, it's funny because I was gonna say these might be my top 3, but I don't think so, no. Because they're all my tops. They're all my tops. Okay, the next scent is another one of my babies, and it is Elle by Lolita Lempicka. And I have this little bottle here that I bought in like 2012. This is just a warm cinnamon, caramelly, vanillic. Some people call it like a Christmas scent. It's so delicious to me. It's vanilla incense. It has immortelle in it too, and cinnamon. This is a scent that when I first bought it and first wore it, I realized that I had smelled it in the early 2000s and I loved it. Like, it was so addicting to me, so comforting. And this is discontinued. When I found out it was discontinued, my heart was absolutely broken. And then 2 things. I sought it out. This is not something I do, guys. I do not buy backup bottles. And this is the only one that I've ever got. I have a backup right here. Went out of my way to like get it on eBay. But after this, I have such a hard time with the discontinued thing, you guys. Like, I'm not wearing it because I'm like afraid of running out, but I can't be. I should just use it, you know? I love it. I hate the sprayer. Did you guys see that? Yeah, this is very like orange and spices. It's not something I wear all the time, but it's very, very comforting to me, and it's something that I really like, especially in the fall. Then I started looking in the what it reminds people of, and this was before I started getting into niche fragrances, and I was like, okay, oh, there's one that it reminds, oh, a lot of people get reminded by it, but with that one, I clicked on it, and you guys, it was when I was out of the loop a little bit, and it was freaking Lira. Okay, so yes, apparently Lira smells like Lolita Lempicka's Elle, and I remember checking it out and being like, oh good, there's a dupe, and looking at the price tag and being like, oh great, that's just another thing. So apparently if you want to know what Elle by Lolita Lempicka smells like, apparently a lot of people says it smells like Lira by Xerjoff, which is a very, very popular gourmand fragrance in the fragrance community. So it tells me that that scent profile is popular and that Lolita Lempicka should bring Elle back. Moving on, my next one, and if you know me, you were probably expecting this at some point, and that is Zadig and Voltaire. This is her. This is just creamy sandalwood vanilla heaven. And if there are 2 notes that are just easy wins for me and easy loves and just, you know, are the mass pleaser for me, it's vanilla sandalwood combination. And this one is a over-the-top vanilla sandalwood combination that some people feel smells almost like a rug, like a new rug, I think is what I heard. Or it's like a molecule of like, it's like a vomit molecule apparently. So like baby spit up or something kind of scent. But if you can imagine it, but like in the best way, that's what it is. And there's nothing like it. I've tried some of the dupes in the dupe underneath. I do want to try Fields at Nightfalls by Zara. That seems to be the one that might be the closest, but I have never smelled anything quite like this, and for that reason, and because it's one of my all-time favorites, if not the maybe favorite, Zadig and Voltaire. This is her, and this, I hope it's never discontinued. I love it. And then last but not least, this is my latest addition to my For Life category, and this felt like coming home. I'm talking about Prada Soleil Zenith. The spices, this is the spices edition from the Olfactories line, which they called Soleil Zenith. And this is a unisex perfume, but I think it's very, very confident, mature, womanly in the best way. So creamy, warm, spicy, fresh, warm, spicy, vanillic, resinous, balsamic without being too balsamic. It's still more milky and lactonic. No sharpness, no sharp edges. This is so smooth. So smooth. It's just intoxicating. This was an easy love at first sniff, and not only that, this was something that once I smelled it, I went, oh no. Like, I need to have this scent for life. Like, and what I mean by that too is like, if it were to get discontinued, or if I were not able to purchase it again, or if I was not able to afford it again, because let's be honest, this is quite expensive even if I bought a tester bottle. But it's one of those scents that I'm like, I have to, like, it feels like home. It feels like me. It feels like there was no fighting. There was no challenge. This felt like coming home to me. And this was a blind purchase. I am planning on doing a blind buying guide. Let me know if you're interested in that, because I think I'm pretty good at blind buying. I want to do a blind buying purchase guide for like lactonic scents, and yeah, anyway, I'll see. I'm not sure, but if you have any ideas, or if there's anything that you particularly want me to help guide you through in like blind buying process, if you're not sure and you can't smell scents in store and all that, then let me know, because almost all my fragrances are blind purchases and I'm pretty good at it by now, to be honest. Like, I saw this, and judging by the reviews and the notes and my experience with all those notes in the combinations that were there, I was like, I think it's gonna smell like this. And it smelled like this. Love it. I love it, you guys. So good, so good, so good, so good. At this point right now, these take like my top spot, probably like my top spots, but both of them are not really like summer scents. Well, you could wear this in the summer, but they're not. Anyway, yeah, these are like my top two, I think, right now. I'm looking down at my other ones and I feel like I'm betraying them. How dare you? No, it's true. I said top 10. They're not, those are not better than the other ones, okay? It's top 10. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some inspo, and I also hope that I said some lovely things about perfumes you already have and that you love. So I know I love hearing from other people how much they love perfumes I already love, right? Isn't it awesome? Isn't it fun? Isn't it nice? Please let me know down below what your top 10 for life would be, if that is even relevant to you. Maybe you only have a top 3. Maybe you could never do a top 10. I don't know. Maybe you only need 1. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. I make videos on beauty and fragrance every week. We have a lot of fun here. I try to keep things really fun and informative at the same time. Ring that notification bell if you haven't already, or you might not actually get notified or see one of my new videos. So as always, please let me know any of your suggestions down below. If there's anything that you would like to know more in detail, or if there's anything that you would like for me to review. And until we see each other again, please take care of yourself. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Oh, I'm getting, okay, the Lolita is on my hand now, and it dried down, and it's so amazing. Why did they discontinue it? Like, and I'm not the only one. Look on Fragrantica. People are like, how dare you? Like, I don't really care about, I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I don't really care about the other Lolita Lempickas. I just want this one, okay?